Brytanburg West. $13,183 gold. Brytanburg Central. Brytanburg East. Merciless House. Merciless Room. Oh JC, thanks for showing up. Mercula said, hugging me so tightly I was worried she would break something. Sangora's health is getting worse. I could tell last night, and this morning it was pretty obvious. Worse. I queried. I was under the impression she was only dealing with a concussion. I lied. Never mind that JC, I was in the shower, and when I got out I couldn't find her. A panicked Mercula wept. I ran out of the house and looked all over for her, but she was nowhere in sight. I shouldn't have taken a shower. Oh God, I shouldn't have taken a shower. But standing here talking is no use. We've got to go find her. I'll take the north and east areas of Brytanburg. You search the south and west areas. Okay, sure Mercula, you can count on me. I said. Merciless House. Brytanburg East. Brytanburg Central. Brytanburg South. 13,183 gold. (16 hours 9 minutes and 0 seconds). I heard a male and female voice talking in the distance. Male, I'll give you 350 gold per creature. Female, ah come on, you can do better than that. How about 700? Male, are you out of your mind? I'll give you 4. Female, no deal. I'll accept nothing less than 6. Male, 5. That's my final offer. Take it or leave it. Female, fine, you've got a deal. That's 2,500 gold for 5 Manamon. I was inching nearer and nearer whilst they were discussing their deal. Presently, I was near enough to see that the woman was Sangora. The male looked vaguely familiar, but I wasn't certain I had ever spoken to him before. He had stringy wet blonde hair that flopped messily across his head as if it was a nest of senti rather than human hair. He handed her a large stack of gold, which she pocketed. She gave him 5 mononets. Thank you, this looks just about right, he said happily. Sangora teetered and fell into the man's stomach. He jerked back, revolted as if he had just been touched by a diseased snail. He prodded Sangora with his toe, and seeing her make no move in response, he bent down to retrieve his gold. Hey, what on earth are you doing? I shouted, and he whirled around. Oh crap, come on. The guy said, oh, hang on, I know you. He said grumpily, do you? I asked, surprised. Yeah. He grunted, you stopped a few of my buddies in Konduan City. They were raiding the art museum. Yeah, they were pulling off an operation for, well that's none of your business actually. Then what the heck are you doing here now? I asked furiously. I was buying Manamon. What did it look like? Making out? He leered. Certainly not. I said angrily. I was about to say that's illegal, but I realized quickly that of course this idiot knew that. Why didn't you try and help her? I asked ferociously. I thought the dumb kid done died on the spot. He said, seeming quite genuine, she's still breathing. I said, but if you had left her here with nobody around you can bet that she would be, and then you'd be a murderer. What do you think of that? Easy easy man. He said coolly, easy. I gasped, astonished. You, Sanzaron. He seemed bewildered, as if he wasn't sure how to take this latest insult. You wanna fight me? He asked sneering. You need to put your nets where your mouth is. Mercula, I said urgently as she dismounted the Colivariard she was flying on. I found Sangora, she's right here, but I think she needs medical help. Mercula quickly jumped to Sangora's side and started examining her. The Mizar took this opportunity to slink away, taking the nets but not the gold. She's fine, thank God. Mercula said sighing. Fine. I asked, not dead? She clarified sheepishly. There was an awkward pause. Come on, let's go back to my place. Mercula said gently, gingerly lifting Sangora. Brytanburg Central. Brytanburg East. Merciless house. Guest room. Sorry JC, could you pass me the painkillers? They're right there on the table. Mercilla requested. I found them and gave them to her. After a moment, the very sick Sangora fluttered her eyelids open. JC. She said, where'd you come from? I found you out in the southern section of Brytanburg. I said, I could tell she was dying to ask if I knew what she had done. I know what you were doing. I said solemnly. She slumped against the pillow. What's really going on, Sangora? I asked. I want to help you, but I can't help you until I know how. You've not got a concussion, or maybe you do, from falling, but you've got more than just a concussion, don't you? It wasn't a question, it was a statement, and she took it as such. It's a long story, she said, eventually. I've got time. I said, why would you sell your Manamon? Your bond with them was so strong during our fight. When I was 15, I met a man, a boy really, only 16 himself. She began. His name was Norman. After we had been together for a year, planning our lives together when we were old enough to marry, he told me he was planning to leave on his Manamon journey. I couldn't go with him, of course, we both knew that, so I begged him to just stay here. He didn't need a trophy, but he convinced me after a while. I told him that distance could not weaken our relationship. No matter how long it took him to complete his journey, I would wait for him, I would be faithful, and I would be just as he left me. I couldn't do it though, JC. I was young and stupid. A few months before my 17th birthday, I met a man a little older than me. I didn't remain faithful to Norman that day. He neglected to tell me that he was very sick. I gasped. That's how I ended up this way. I went to the doctor and found out I was pregnant, but I also found out that the man had given me his illness. I seemed to be especially vulnerable to the virus, at least that's what the doctors said. It strengthened over time, and that's what I'm dealing with now. Norman heard about this, well about the pregnancy anyway, and stopped his journey to come home and see me. He had 5 stadium keys. He shouted. I apologized and defended myself, and he left in a huff. He knew I was having someone else's kid, but he didn't know about my other problem. Now I can't help but feel that this illness is my justified punishment for my disloyalty. I'm dying, JC. Norman stopped his journey for a long time. He moved out of Kier for a few years. He resumed his journey through the Kier stadiums earlier this year and collected his final 2 keys. I've not spoken to him since our argument, as much as I long to. I wish I could have forgiveness I do not deserve. Anyway, someone told me that he got his 7th stadium key, which is how I learned he was back in the country. JC. He's preparing to battle the Manamon Master. I was saving up money so that I could watch their final match tomorrow. I was still significantly short on gold, so I had to sell my best friends. I want to cheer him on, I want to show my support, and maybe, just maybe get forgiveness before I die. That's why I wanted to battle you, JC. I knew that would be the last fight I ever had with them, my companions. You're too weak, Sangora. I said, there's no way you'd be able to make it to the Master's Stadium. I don't care. She said, sobbing. Listen, Sangora, I'll go to the Master's Stadium. I said hurriedly, I'll explain everything, and I'll get them to move the battle here, in Brytanburg. You'd do that for me? She asked disbelievingly. Yes. I said. Sangora's story touched me in a way which is difficult to explain. The young, weak female form, which I knew couldn't remain animated for much longer. I thought I would cry on the spot, but I composed myself, for Sangora's sake. All right, I'll be back as soon as I can. I said. Mercilla turned to me. You don't have 7 stadium keys, do you? She asked. Not yet. I said. She said, then you'll have to travel to the Master's Stadium as a spectator. She explained, you'll need to take a plane from Mekimo City to the Master's Stadium. Thanks. I said, I'll see you as soon as I get back. Sangora, I'm counting on you, JC. I'm laying here, resting, putting all of my trust in you to solve this problem for me. I wish you had just left me to solve it for myself, but since you won't let me, please succeed. Merciless house. Merciless room. Mercilla, I can't believe Sangora finally opened up. I have you to thank for that. Merciless house. Pocket copter. Where? Suli City. Mekimo City. Mekimo City. Mekimo Airport. In Mod City. So cancel. I brought so much stuff. Receptionist, hello. How can I help you? I'd like to fly to the Master's Stadium. Sorry, I'm not ready to fly anywhere just now. I'd like to fly to the Master's Stadium. Terrific. There's no airport there. I assume you're okay with skydiving? Yes. No. Yes. Great. Let's see. You are on a stadium challenge, so you'll get our special discount. That'll be 900 gold. You'll need to make your payment now. I don't have 900 gold. Alright, here's the gold. I don't. Alright. Thank you. Right this way, please. Master Stadium. Select an option, party. Pocket copter. Where would you like to fly to? Lelipole Master Stadium, Suli City. Infant Montsay. Select. All Manamon have been completely healed. Excuse me? I asked. The woman replied, challenger or spectator, neither, well, spectator I guess. I said, I was actually hoping I could speak to the stadium master, it's urgent. Master Ruben has already left for this evening. She replied, looking a bit perplexed, if it really is urgent, go ahead and lay down for the night and you can speak to him first thing in the morning. Civilian entry is currently forbidden. There's nothing else I can do for you, you'll just have to wait. Hello, welcome to the Online Communication Center. To use the online features, you must enter the email address used to purchase the game in options. Would you like to enter it now? Yes, no. Yes, no. You can either talk to me or go to the options menu when you are ready to finish setting up your online play features. There's nothing else I can do for you, you'll just have to wait. Pocket Copter, Masters, Suli City, Mekamosid, Brytanburg West. Brytanburg West. Brytanburg Central. Brytanburg East. Merciless House. Guest room. Sangor. Merciless House. Brytan Pocket Copter. Masters. Master Stadium. There's nothing else I can do for you, you'll just have to wait. Pocket Copter, Masters, Suli City. Suli City. Suli Stadium. In Monocy. We do offer rematches, kid. Come back sometime. Pocket Copter. It can't be used here. 1,283 gold. Sully City. It's a nice sight to look at from the benches. Madame Bubbles. Hello, thanks for stopping by Madame Bubbles. How can I help? I just was in the area. Well, I'll drop by. Sully City. Pocket Copter. Where would you? Master Stadium. Master Stadium. All Madam. You slept rather late. One of the workers said. I said sleepily, the battle's about to start. The woman explained. Between Norman and Ruben? I asked, adrenaline pumping through my drowsy body. Oh no, I ran through the stadium as fast as I could, trying to reach the battlefield as quickly as possible. Norman, can't we wait just a few more minutes? I know she's going to show up. Ruben, I've waited as long as possible. You're not the only challenger. Norman, maybe I was a fool to expect her to show up. We haven't spoken in so many years, but I thought she would have the decency to show up for this momentous occasion. Ruben, sorry Norman. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to... Wait. I said, bursting into the arena. What the hell? Both battlers said in unison. Norman, Puff Puff. I gasped. Sangora is Puff Puff. What about Sangora? Norman said quickly. She wants to be here so badly, Puff Puff. I puffed. Norman, she's dying. Dying. He gasped. What happened? She didn't tell you. I asked incredulously. Tell me what? He asked rather flustered. She's very sick, Norman. I said, she wants to cheer you on for your final royale. Ruben, please, won't you move the battle to Brytanburg? Please, move the battle? Ruben asked astonished. Please, Ruben? Norman butted in. Well, it's not a normal thing. Ruben said slowly. Please. I begged, losing all sense of dignity in front of this large crowd. Well, all right. He said eventually. Is this the place? Ruben asked. Yup. I said, glowing with pride at pulling off the switch of location. A crowd is beginning to gather. Norman observed. Sangora. Norman said as the woman in question exited Merciless House. I had never noticed just how weak she really did look. She was thin, anorexic looking. She looked clammy, and her eyes were bloodshot. What's wrong with you, Sangora? Norman asked. She just shook her head. I'll talk to you after the battle. She whispered. No, Sangora, you owe me. Norman said. She stopped for a moment and then started to talk. You remember my ordeal with Nelson, don't you? Yes. He said bitterly. Nelson didn't tell me that he was sick. If you know what I mean. No. Norman said, gasping. Sangora, I contracted the disease. I found out when I went to the doctor about the pain. You know, the miscarriage. But we spoke after the miscarriage. Norman wailed. I didn't want to talk about it to anyone. Sangora said. Oh Sangora. Norman wept. I'm so sorry that it happened, Norman. Please forgive me. Sangora begged. Hush, it's about to start. Ruben said. He had not been paying attention to the conversation. I'll talk to you after the match. Norman said. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Master Ruben said in a booming voice. For real this time, prepare to witness today's epic Manamon battle between longtime Master Ruben and longtime Tamer Norman. Manamon Master Ruben has challenged you to a battle. Ruben sent out a Golabath. Go, Colavator. Select an action for Golabath. Select an action inventory. Golabath. Select inventory. Switch Manamon. Select Dageedle. Colavator. Cancel. Colavator. Dageedle. Melandon. Rhino. Arrowair. Tornado. Cancel. Select an action for Colavator. Attack. Choose a move. Intimidating Stare. Suicide Dive. Air. Physical. Effect points 130. Jump Blitz. Standard. Physical. Effect points 80. UP remaining 15. Suicide. Colavator has dealt 230 damage to Pogolabath. Colavator suffered 76 damage from the backlash. Pogolabath used Terra Magma. Special. Kogolabat has dealt 292 damage to Kolovayer. Kolovayer has been defeated. Select the Dag-Eagle. What to go? Dag-Eagle. Select an choose a White Lance. Holy. Physical. Effect points 110. Dag-Eagle. The attack missed. Kogolabat used Torch. Kogolabat has dealt 175 damage to Dag-Eagle. Dag-Eagle has been scorched. Kogolabat used Terra Magma. Special. File. Pocket Copter. Where? Master Stadium. Master Stadium. In mod save. Select. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to. Wait. No. Is this? No. But. Manamon Master Ruben has challenged you to a battle. Ruben sent out a Golabath. Go, Kolovayer. Inventory. You can't access this right now. Select an action for Kolovayer. Attack. Choose a move. Suicide Dive. Air. Physical. Effect points 130. UP remain. Jump Blitz. Fury Power. Jump Blitz. Standard. Physical. Effect points 80. Fury Power. Fighting, Physical, Effect points 110, Intimidating Stare, Shadow, UP remaining 20. Cyclone, Dragon, Special, Effect points 45, Suicide Dive. Kolovayer has dealt 193 damage to Kogolabat. Kolovayer suffered 64 damage from the backlash. Kogolabat used Terra Magma. Special. Kogolabat has dealt 188 damage to Kolovayer. So Kogolabat has 35%. So choose Kolovayer has dealt 176 damage to Kogolabat. Kolovayer suffered 33 damage from the backlash. Kogolabat has been defeated. Kolovayer has been defeated. Select the Manamon Dag-Eagle. What go? Dag-Eagle. Ruben sent out a Kavalier. So choose a move. Iron Tackle, White Lance, Hold. Dag-Eagle has dealt 61 damage to Kavalier. Kavalier used Aquatic Blitz. Kavalier has dealt 117 damage to Dag-Eagle. So choose a move. Knockout Venom, Poison, Physical, Pest Pincer, Insect, Physical, Effect point 70, Sturdy Stone, Iron Tackle, Steel, Pest Pincer, Knockout White Lance, Holy, Knock Pest Pincer. Dag-Eagle has dealt 162 damage to Kavalier. Kavalier used Aquatic Blitz. Kavalier has dealt 148 damage to Dag-Eagle. Kavalier has 21%. So choose Dag-Eagle has dealt 150 damage to Kavalier. Kavalier has been defeated. Manamon Master Ruben is about to summon Bambistica. Select the Manamon to Dag-Eagle. Melandon. Let's go. Melandon. Ruben sent out a Bambistica. Faux Bambistica used Wild Vibration. Faux Bambistica has dealt 185 damage to Melandon. Faux Bambistica has 100% health remaining. Select choose a move. Sandstorm, Land Power, Earth, Geocombat, Stone, and Fighting, Physical, Effect points 100, Contained Quake, Earth, Physical, Effect points 140, Flurry Claws, Standard, physical, effect points 15. Manamon has dealt 110 damage to foe Bambistica. Manamon's strength was decreased by 2 stages. Foe Bambistica used wild vibration. Foe Bambistica has dealt 201 damage to Manamon. Manamon has been defeated. Select the Tornado, Arrow Air, Rhinido. Manamon, Rhinido, what to go, Rhinido. Foe Bambistica used wild vibration. Foe Bambistica has dealt 83 damage to Rhinido. Foe Bambistica has been confused. Rhinido has been confused. Select Foe Bambistica has 65%. Select choose a move. Power kick, fighting, berserk call, sound, you call to arms, execution, standard, UP remaining 5. Mud ball, earth, call to arms, sound, UP remaining 15. Berserk power kick, fighting, physical, effect points 90. Mud ball, earth, special, effect points 10. Power kick, Rhinido is confused. Rhinido used power kick. Rhinido has dealt 56 damage to Foe Bambistica. Foe Bambistica is confused. Foe Bambistica attacked itself, dealing 41 damage. Foe Bambistica has 34%. Select choose. Rhinido is confused. Rhinido attacked itself, dealing 45 damage. Foe Bambistica is confused. Foe Bambistica attacked itself, dealing 41 damage. Foe Bambistica has 21%. Select choose. Rhinido is confused. Rhinido attacked itself, dealing 45 damage. Foe Bambistica is confused. Foe Bambistica used Soothing Symphony. Foe Bambistica is no longer confused. Select an action for Foe Bambistica has 20. Select choose him. Rhinido is confused. Rhinido attacked itself, dealing 45 damage. Foe Bambistica used Toxic Spray. Rhinido has been poisoned. Select an action. Choose him. Rhinido is no longer confused. Rhinido used Power Kick. Rhinido has dealt 52 damage to Foe Bambistica. Rhinido suffered 34 damage from poison. Foe Bambistica used Wild Vibration. Foe Bambistica has dealt 83 damage to Rhinido. Select Foe Bambistica has 5%. Select choose. Rhinido has dealt 53 damage to Foe Bambistica. Foe Bambistica has been defeated. Manamon Master Ruben is about to summon Shady Ina. Select the Manamon to cancel. Tornado, Arrow Air. What go? Arrow Air. Ruben sent out a Shady Ina. Select and choose a move. Lightning Bolt, Electric, Slash, Standard, Physical, Effect points 70, Hammerhead, Fighting, Physical, Effect points 80, Power Fang, Standard, Physical, Effect points 0, Null Energy, Standard, Special, Effect points 80, UP remaining 15. Lightning Bolt, Null Energy. Arrow Air has dealt 114 damage to Foe Shady Ina. Foe Shady Ina used Wallow. Foe Shady Ina has 58%. Select choose. Arrow Air used Null Energy. Arrow Air has dealt 105 damage to Foe Shady Ina. Foe Shady Ina used Decibel Rush. Foe Shady Ina has dealt 156 damage to Arrow Air. Foe Shady Ina has 20%. Select choose. Arrow Air has dealt 102 damage to Foe Shady Ina. Foe Shady Ina has been defeated. Manamon Master Ruben is about to summon Javoldrake. Do you want select the Manamon Dagital? Colavair. What Cola select the Manamon to Dagital? Melandon. Rhinido. Arrow Air. Tornado. Cancel. Tornado. What go? Tornado. Ruben sent out a Javoldrake. Select an act. Choose a move. Nature Dance. Plant. Physical. Effect points 130. Poison Ball. Poison. Special. Effect points 90. Gamma Drain. Plant. Physical, effect point 65. Sleep Spray, plant, UP remaining 15. Solar Conversion, plant, UP remaining 15. Nature Dance. Tornado has dealt 285 damage to Foe Javoldrake. Foe Javoldrake used Spark Punch. Foe Javoldrake has dealt 32 damage to Tornado. Foe Javoldrake suffered 15 damage from Tornado's thorny body. Tornado used Nature Dance. Tornado has dealt 132 damage to Foe Javoldrake. Foe Javoldrake has been defeated. Manamon Master Ruben is about to summon Dragometer. Do you want to substitute your Ruben sent out a Dragometer? Tornado has been confused. Ruben, no doubt you think you've done well so far, but now witness my secret weapon, Dragometer. Use Draco Breaker. A doctor runs out onto the field. Get a stretcher, a stretcher. Ruben yells, "Dear God." An onlooker gasps, "Hurry up, Dr. Henderson." Ruben yells, "We've got to get him to the hospital." It was a chaotic storm of legs, arms, bodies, shouts, accusations, press inquiries, doctors, tamers, cameras, voices. Norman. Sangora shouted. Mercula Henderson was carrying Norman away quickly toward the hospital. Oh my good. Sangora wailed. It's okay Sangora. I comforted. It's okay, Norman. She sobbed. Oh Norman, I don't know how that move went so amiss. Ruben said, stunned. I'll go to the hospital and check up on things. I offered, would you? Ruben asked. Thanks, I'll try to keep the crowd under control here. It's an ordinary tree. Merciless house. Guest room. How is he? How is Norman? Please, go to the hospital. Merciless house. Brytanburg East. 12,283 gold. In Motsay. Selected. Brytanburg Central. Brytanburg West. Brytanburg Hospital. How is he doing, Mercula? I asked softly. Not well. She said sadly. He's in critical condition. He'll be lucky if he lives another hour. No, I said, an angry tear falling from my eye. That isn't fair. We're doing all we can to make his last minutes comfortable. Mercula added. You should probably go tell Sangora. Oh, alright. I said. In Motsay. Gate selected. We here at the Brytanburg Hospital are the most trained medical professionals in the whole country. Lots of our medical team serve. We're private. We're... We here at the Brytanburg, Brytanburg 12,283 gold. Brytanburg Central. Brytanburg East. Merciless house. Guest room. Sangora. I asked. He's dying, isn't he? She said softly. Yes Sangora, Norman's dying. Please, take me to him. Sangora wept. Merciless house. Brytanburg East. Brytanburg Central. Brytanburg West. Brytanburg Hospital, Sangora. Norman gasps in a rough, sore voice. Norman. Sangora sobs. She slumps over onto his bed. He tries to move to allow her room in the small bed. She lays her head on his chest. Norman. She said. Yes, my love. Norman replied. Please, you do forgive me, don't you, Norm? Sangora asked. Yes, Sangora. Norman said. I forgive you. I love you with all of my heart. If only we had another life to do over, to try this again. I was so angry with you, Sangora, for so long, so bitter. But I think I was truly angry with myself. Angry that I placed my journey above your happiness, that I made you disloyal. It's not your fault. Sangora wept. No, maybe not. He allowed, but I blamed myself for allowing it to happen by causing you to become lonely. Oh, Norm. She sobbed. Norm. Sangora. He said. You mustn't die blaming yourself. You have suffered for any wrong you may have committed. I don't hate you. I love you, even more than I did when I thought we had our whole lives ahead of us. What's the saying? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. Sangora wept. Why are you still crying? Norman asked. Sangora began to cry harder, but there was a smile on her face. I think I'm happy, I am. Sangora said thoughtfully. For the first time since you left on your journey. Sangora moves her head up for a kiss. He smiles, and closes his eyes. Just as they are about to kiss one another, Norman flops onto his pillow, and the monitor shows that he has no vitals. Oh, Norman. She cried. Soon we will be together again. She turned to me. I tried to hide the tears trickling from my eyes. JC. She said softly. JC, thank you so much for all the... She struggled for a few more seconds to formulate a coherent sentence, but could not manage this final feat. She soon drooped over the dead body of her lover, and spoke no more. She joined her parents, her grandmother. She joined Norman yet again. She joined my innocence. But, perhaps, she restored my faith in love and humanity, even if just for a moment. The joint funeral was very moving, and a huge crowd showed up. Before I knew it, she was buried and gone, and I was faced with the prospect of continuing my Manamon journey. JC. Merkila asked. Yeah, Merkila? I asked. Would you come back to my place real quick before you head out of town? Merkila inquired. Sangora asked me to give you something. She added when I looked at her curiously. Oh, all right. I said. Brytanburg East. In Motsi. Gate select. Merciless house. Guest room, here we are. Merkila said. This is it, a mananette? I asked confused. It's the Manamon she kept, the one she couldn't sell. Merkila explained. She wanted you to have it. JC received Sirenet. Do you want to nickname Sirenet? Yes. No. Your party is full, so the Sirenet was stored in partition 1 in your transportal. I really miss her. Merkila said softly. We really shouldn't develop such a close bond with our patients, but I did. I couldn't help it, and now she's gone. I feel like a failure. I looked sadly at her. The truth was, I wasn't feeling much different than she was. I was wondering, if I hadn't agreed to move the battle, would Norman have lived? If the battle had been conducted in the proper arena, with the proper precautions. But that was nonsense, wasn't it? Plenty of Manamon battles happen out in the open. Most Manamon battles happen in the open. Yes, but there would have been medical professionals on standby at the Masters Stadium. It is an intense battle. Tamers and their Manamon can get carried away. My sad eyes met Mercila's, and we wept silently, together in our shared grief for a young woman we really had barely known. Merciless house. Merciless room. Merkila, you're a good person, JC. Don't ever forget that. Merciless house. In Motse. Select an op. Brytanburg East. Hello. I answered. Hello, JC. I'm the waitress from Madame Bubbles you spoke to not too long ago, remember? A young female voice asked. Here, yes, I think I remember you. I replied, summoning up a vague image to accompany the voice. I told you I would call you if I saw any Eshkanites around town. She said pensively. Oh, right. I said, I saw one hanging around the bench on my way to work today, just thought you should know. She said shyly, I'll be right over. I said. Pocket Copter. Where would you like? Suli City. Mekamo City. Suli Slelepole Village. Suli City. Suli City. Mana Hotel. All Manamon have been completely healed. Welcome to the transportal. Which service do you wish to access? Retrieve Store Manamon. Select the Colaveyor. Mostoden. Mostoden is level 34. Torto. Torto is level 25. Hounderf. Hounderf is level 23. Minotaur. Minotaur is level 23. Cancel. Minotaur. Hounderf. Torto. Mostoden. Tort. Hounderf. What do overview? Store. Select create a new partition 1. So which service do you wish to access? Retrieve Manamon. Storm. Select the Manamon. Which service? Cancel. Retrieve viewing partition 1. Tatter. Squirma. Turable. Outlaw. Vibragen. Flarebra. Merkit. Pebbldas. Invent. Manja. Skeleton. Mirren. Chiroprata. Swingate. Doorknob. Recruim. Pixar. Senti. Scortian. Prolop. Fifa. Melandon. Fif Prolop. Scored. Sent. Pixar. Recruim. Doorknob. Swing. Chiro. Mirror. Skeleton. Mirror. Chiro. Swing. Doorknob. Recruim. Pixar. Senti. Scortian. Prolop. Fifa. Melandon. Torchin. Embered. Friggle. Calculate. Unicloud. Sirenet. Sirenet is level 35. What do you want to do with Sirenet? Retrieve. Viewing partition 1. Empty. Which service do you wish to access? Retrieve Manamon. Select an. Suli City. Inventory. Monopede. Save game. Mono inventory. Party. View Colaveyor. Mostoden. Torto. Minotaur. Sirenet. Select it. Swap Manamon. Select Minotaur. Torto. Mostoden. Colaveyor. Caballorain. Colaveyor. Mostoden. View your Colaveyor. Sirenet. Torto. Minotaur. Mostoden. Select swap man. Select the Minotaur. Torto. View your part. Colaveyor. Caballorain. Cancel. Colaveyor. Sirenet. Mostoden. Minotaur. Torto. Cancel. Torto. Minotaur. Mostoden. Sirenet. Colaveyor. Siren. Mostoden. Mostoden is level 34. Colaveyor. Siren. Mostoden. Siren. Colaveyor. Colaveyor is level 38. Sirenet. Sirenet is level 35. Select an. Input mod. Select it.